Good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally, you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. He'll drop this one down to mix it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you know, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these two franchises struggled. But now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game. But head coach Sam Leitch addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
Well, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Looking into the ring, drops and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From his end zone, Wilson. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. He's to the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a play fake. Lance. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. From his end zone, Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays.
Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, Mixon. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And Burrow going to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Mixon will go off tackle left. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Lance going to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On play action, Lance going for the deep ball. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time for Cleveland. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Lance. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Lance now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. That's caught. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Lance. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right to Mixon on the check down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
His offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again, Burrow. Higgins, what a catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one swung out to Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
1st down, here's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he fires one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. From midfield, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 88 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On third down, Burrow. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too big there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. One final try now for Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete.
Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose